Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this may be the most important video that we have on here on this free series, okay? So we're talking club face control, club face control. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you've watched the rest of the videos and your grip, stance, and alignment are already perfect. That way we can just immediately talk about club face, all right? So as you remember, this is the club head, this is the club face. I'm gonna reference the angle that the toe and the heel have in certain parts of this golf swing, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my setup position here. And what I'm trying to do here is make sure that my shoulders are gonna rotate this club back, because as we know, the shoulders push the club, okay? And halfway back, I'm actually checking on two things, all right? So the first thing is I'm checking on the angle of the club face itself. Now I'm looking at where that club face is pointed, all right? So it should be slightly in like this, all right? That's a square club face, meaning that I could drop this right on the back of the ball and the ball would go in the direction that I would want it to. If my toe of the golf club or the club face were to be too open, or the toe would be straight up and down, I would drop this right on the back of the ball, my club face would be pointed right. If it would be the opposite, I'd go right back down, club face pointed left, okay? So really simple way, easy for us to make sure that we're gonna get the ball started on line consistently, and we have a general idea of where the heck it's gonna go, right? That's the whole purpose of this whole thing, right? So we get in our setup position. Halfway back, which is right where your hands are, hands go to the hip, halfway back, we're gonna make sure that this club face matches your spine, okay? So it's parallel to your spine, which is excellent, okay? That's really, really good. At this point, we should just be able to use our hips and rotate towards the target, and this club would fall right back down with a nice square club face, and we would essentially want to feel like our arms are extended out towards the target. And I've got one long line, okay, I'll make a swing this direction, one long line from the club head to my hand, or my shoulder, right? One long line there to make sure that my left side, my lead side, is in control the whole time. If I'm doing this incorrectly, I'm gonna look like this, where I've got a nice big bend, or I've flipped my wrist, right? I'm trying to feel like I'm pulling the handle, which is pulling the club head, all right? The second thing that I'm looking at with this right here is making sure that when we go halfway back, I wanna make sure that this shaft is pointed in the same direction as my feet, right? Or my alignment stick here that I've got down. Thank you, my buddy Nick, right? So if I can make sure of that, this is gonna allow our path to be more in the direction of our target. And if I can make sure that my path are more towards my target and my club face are more towards my target, I'm gonna have a better chance of hitting a really straight golf ball, which is the whole point, right? It's the whole point of all this, all right? So, to summarize, I take my golf swing, I take it halfway back right here. I wanna make sure that my club face is parallel with my spine and the shaft itself is parallel with my feet or my alignment stick. Now you may be looking at this and thinking, Austin, that's not, but it actually is, okay? I'll turn sideways and you can see here that this club head is actually higher than my hands, and so it's just a little deceiving from the camera, all right? So I promise you it's in a good spot right there. And at that point, we should just be able to rotate towards the target, feel like we're extending our arms, both of them, specifically our lead arm in the direction that we want to hit it, and we should get some straighter, more consistent, probably longer results while we're at it, okay? So keep it simple. If we can control the face, we can control the path, we can check where those two spots are, right? Then we're set to hit some really great shots.